We are live.
We are live. Actually, I was about to tell Joey. Actually, bro, before I play my draft league games, I take a nice hot shower first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Soothe the body, punch the water a few times
Wait,
in the
did you just
shower.
say to the body?
Soothe the body, soothe the
Oh, I thought
body.
you said take a hot shower to the body. I was like, yeah, usually.
Yeah, yeah,
Usually.
yeah. Soothe the body, and I punch the water a few times. I'm like, I gotta win this game. Boom, boom, boom. The shower water, like I make sure I try to like put my hand in and take it out without like getting wet. Like how the
Okay.
like how the sensei, shoo. And then I drink like a nice glass of wine, just one glass of wine. Before I would like drink multiple, and then I'd start talking wild and calling translation Z moves and stuff. But nah, one glass just to get myself in the zone,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
And
And I just play my games.
that's how Envy plays Pokemon.
Yep.
Me, I say, let's do this.
That's it.
Yeah, I just turn on my OBS and I'm ready.
Uh,
I don't really have. Do you guys do free giveaways? No.
I'm giving away a very useful piece of advice. All we need from you is for you to like this video right now and subscribe to the channel, subscribe to myself as well.
I do giveaways occasionally, actually, depending on what I'm doing. Oh man. What up? What up? Everyone, I am live. Did I finally change the thumbnail this time? Oh, thank God. Yeah, I've been messing up with that thumbnail. Well, it's gonna be a good time today. Nice and chill. We're gonna do some pick'ems. I got Envy with me here today as well. So
That's me. My name is Envy.
we have a
If
different.
you never heard of me, now you know.
Someone said in the last stream, Joey credits the whole pokeaim universe because if you actually look at my description, it's every single person who's ever been on a stream with me. It's always in the description.
Oh, the Poke, yeah.
Just go look at the description right now and just scroll. Just scroll all the way down.
All right. You got you got all the people in the league, and then you got yep. Then you got the multiverse. Yep. Or not the multiverse. The Pokeaim Cinematic Universe. Yep.
Hey, you got a fan in the chat. I mean, they said they like half of your jokes.
Ooh. Can we make that all of my jokes?
I mean, that's not up to them if they like it. You just gotta have better jokes for them.
Most of my jokes?
They said half.
I'll take half. I'll take half. It's not like chilly reception,
Techno.
at least.
What up, Jeff? But yeah, guys, it's gonna be a good time. We'll wait a couple more minutes. Let some people in. Shout out to the people in the timestamps as well. Appreciate you always. I'm sure everybody else. Half is definitely better than none as well.
That's true. And somebody said they like the other half, so I'm good with that.
Yeah. So shout out to the two people in chat that like Envy's jokes.
Yep. And the third, which is right with me in call.
Who?
You.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you. Because to be honest,
Wait, I'm not with me. You're with me.
you're yourself. Much love, Rudy. I appreciate that. Like one half of one guys and one half of the others. That's good.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like his jokes too, Harry. What up, Joe? But yeah, so we got the week.
Yo.
We got week 5 of the BBR coming up. Some very important matches for some people because as you look at the standings, the standings of the pickings.
The peak two Wickums.
If you look at the standings, right, there's only one person currently guaranteed in playoffs right now, and that is Kirby and the Winnipeg Blue Blastoise. Because there's 8 people, it's a 12-man league, but it's 8 people make it to playoffs. So it's a lot of people. 4-4 is basically guaranteed looking at everything right now. Damn near guaranteed. It's going to be damn near guaranteed after this week. Because well, it's going to come to differential, right? But 4-4 is basically guaranteed. Right? It may come down to differential. I think even 3-5 can make it. But it's a lot harder for 3-5 to make it than a 4-4. So we have a couple people that are 1-3. And if they go 1-4, it's obviously going to be really, really difficult because then they have to win 3 in a row. So, what do you think, Envy?
Yeah, I think so. Keep in mind right now that at this point in time, we are at the halfway point, just crossed the halfway point of this the season, the entire season. So, a lot can change, but also a lot is already defined. So people at the top have to just not lose all their games, and the people at the bottom have to
Win all the
win
games. Yeah.
all their
So
games.
yeah,
Exactly.
literally no one is out. Even Dell, who's unfortunately 0-4. He definitely shouldn't be, but he's unfortunately 0-4. Um, can still make playoffs technically, right? Like a 6-0 could easily flip his or two 6-0s could easily flip his differential, and a lot of the top people losing could. What up, D2? A lot of top people losing could make it as well. So it also depends on like. It also depends on like not just them, but how the top people do.
Yeah, exactly. It depends on everybody's performance because, just because you're 3-1 or 4-0 doesn't mean you can take it easy. You gotta be consistent. You gotta
No,
continue
nobody
your
can.
wins.
You got to get
Yeah.
minimum 4 wins. If you wanna be safe, you got to get them 4 wins. So
Yeah.
this is a pretty big week for the Graveyard, the Portland Nightshaders, the Montreal Scorupis, and obviously for Owen or OG Albina, myself, Envy, and Mephisto, who are all 2-2. This is a pretty big week for all of us as well because it kind of sets the tempo, the pace for moving forward. Right, we're at the later half now. I feel like it's gonna be interesting because you guys trade each other Pokemon. We trade each other a Pokemon, or Pokemon are traded to us rather. Some of us, other people get theirs from other people, but I don't have to play any of the 2-2s. Like I do not have to play any of the 2-2s left. Right, I played Mephisto, I played Owen, I played Envy, so it's pretty big for me, right? Um, Envy, I think you have to play Mephisto still, correct?
I still do. Yes, we all get to play. We all got to play each other throughout the season. So I think the only match left is me versus Mephisto because I think Joey, you already played Mephisto. I played you, and then yeah, so it's me versus Mephisto. I think it's gonna be week 8, so that's the final week.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting, right? Because I really feel like people are just counting out people, but you can't. You literally cannot. Anything can happen. Literally anything. And Pokemon's also like a very mental game, right? Envy could have a bad day at work, and that could affect his play because he's thinking about a bad day at work, and that might make him lose to somebody who maybe Envy should have beaten, type of thing. So like a lot of things could happen. Nobody is guaranteed out yet.
Or Joey being sick.
Yeah, that has happened like twice for whatever reason. But either way, let us get right into the first matchup we have.
Yep.
So let me
What do we got first, bro?
let's do a poll real quick. So we have Matt versus D-Ray. So D-Ray got his first win last week, and Matt is 1-3, I believe. So Matt isn't having too hot of a season, and him and D-Ray have the same points, if I'm not mistaken. So this
So it's like it's a 1-3 match for both of them.
exactly. So
Okay.
this is a pretty big week for them as well. This is like a really big week for them as well because this determines if you're fighting for your life to win 3 in a row or if it's slightly easier for you. Let me make this poll real quick. Who wins?
Yeah.
Matt, D-Ray. All right, go and vote, of course. Funny thing, they're fighting right now. They're actually playing right this instant.
Are they actually playing right now?
Thank you, Rudy.
Interesting.
Oh, I thought they were playing tomorrow. But a few things. I want to give a big shout out to D-Ray. He finally started using some bulk up plus screens, Annihilate. You guys are watching and call. So I think that's pretty cool. He's finally started using bulk up screens, and honestly, I think it's a good time because look at Matt's team. Matt's team is really. I mean, it's Ape, right? It's Ape.
Yeah.
Ape is a damn demon. I will say though that this graph is slightly wrong. Annihilate has Terra Water now. It doesn't have Terra Fairy anymore.
Yes, this graphic is incorrect. It is, I think, Ghost and Water.
So Ghost Water. I don't know if water makes too much of a difference here versus anything. Obviously, being able to sit up on Azu is really nice, but then being weak to Rotom's Volt Switch, I don't know if you like that so much. But obviously, you don't want to be Ghost type because you don't want to be smashed by Crook or more, obviously, Dragapult. And Frostmoth is the big thing. Chiyu is pretty wild. You have one of the better answers in the game in Azumarill, but even that's not a Chiyu answer if it's Specs. And I'm actually thinking about like a nasty plot Chiyu being kind of crazy too. What do you think about this matchup?
So I think that in this matchup, screens may not be as useful as against other matchups because of Infiltrator Dragapult
Mm-hmm.
being the big star of the show for Matt's side. And yeah, like with Chiyu, you could even run like not even specs. I mean, with Azumarill, you can actually even run like an even bulkier AV than usual, just to kind of sponge the hits from specs. So maybe like a Wisp set could be kind of cool, versus that mon. But yeah, I guess I feel, bro, I don't know. Like I just look at Massey and I'm like, a lot of the newer stuff, I feel I can take advantage of the older stuff. Do you ever get that feeling like when you look at that like the draft? Because I mean, the only new Pokemon on that team is Garganachi.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Chiyu, besides like Garg and Azu, right? Like Chiyu just still goes crazy, and even them, like you said,
Yeah.
AV Azu has no wish support for itself, so like
Mhm.
eventually it'll be worn down. And like speaking of hazards, you have spikes, you have T spikes, you have stealth rock. He has them all besides sticky web. I will say though that the Pult is going to be interesting here because Pult is interesting because if it's like Dragon Dance, it can set up on Bliss, but I think that Grimmsnarl is going to be nice here too. Like even if it's not screens, just in general, Grimmsnarl is pretty cool. Like a
yeah,
bulk up power whip sucker type of thing. Like it has a lot of
Power
offense.
Whip.
It learns power whip. I don't know if it still has it.
Ooh.
I don't know if it still has it right now. I'll actually check right now on Pokemon Show now. But
Yeah, like I was thinking of a bulk up set. I remember for the last portion of Gen 8 OU, I was running a bulk up Grimmsnarl like on my OU teams a lot for Dragapult, and I think that it does really well here.
It
I feel
lost
like
Power
like
Whip.
an offensive. Oh, it lost power whip, but I think it just needs like
it has Trailblaze.
bulk up. Oh, Trailblaze. Oh
It
shoot.
still has Trailblaze. It's really
Oh
interesting.
damn. Did it get Thunder Punch?
I don't think it gets Thunder Punch. There should be no punches on most Pokemon right now, right?
Maybe. I know some of them get it. Or I mean, even bulk up Play Rough probably does a ton. Or Spirit Break.
I feel like I don't know. I really think that like you could run Covert Cloak on Dawnfan, for instance, in this one. I think one of the main things that's going to be a problem is I'm looking at like shift gear Toxtricity, like shift gear Drain Punch, Boom Burst type of thing looks kind of nasty with Overdrive. That's the big thing too, because like even if Ape might not even run bulk or might not even run Terra Water, dude. Like it might not, just because
Yeah.
you're weak to Tox and Rotom, both of which can be Scarf in this matchup. Like, Scarf Toxtricity is not terrible in this matchup. Fast and basically everything that you think would go for like a super effective Earthquake or anything versus you can get on out of there with Volt Switch. I don't know.
That's true. It could have a berry.
I think Shuka doesn't work as much, though, on Tox. Like, because it's 4 times weak. It's not as great.
No, I mean on Annihilate Ghost Berry.
Oh, the Ghost Resist Berry. Okay, yeah.
That's the only thing that it's gonna be really threatened by when it's Terra Ghost, I think.
Yeah.
It's just other Ghost.
Because Terra Ghost is not bad. Like, I think, like, if you do Terra Ghost, you could technically still do... Oh, actually, it does. It gets Ice Punch right now. It doesn't get Thunder Punch right now, Envy. Grimmsnarl doesn't get Thunder Punch. Yeah, Grimmsnarl's a giant threat, dude. Bulk Up
Yeah, it
Grimmsnarl
is.
is a nasty threat.
You don't need screens or anything for this matchup. You just need offensive.
Yeah, literally, Bulk Up... Because, like, even... you can't run Iron Defense Corviknight here unless you forgo... Unless you... I guess if you get rid of U-Turn, but then you get smashed by Chiyu if you don't have U-Turn.
Oh, but it doesn't have Darkest Lariat though, right? I'm pretty sure Grimmsnarl does not have Darkest Lariat.
Does
right
not
now.
have Darkest Lariat, correct. What up, Piz?
So it can go through defense boosts.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But I mean, you wouldn't run Bulk Up anyway. You're not gonna make yourself lose to Chiyu.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you mentioned Toxtricity though, by the way, because I think, like you said, like a mixed shift gear set with Drain Punch. Actually, like I'm looking at the team, bro.
It looks
that
insane,
cleans.
right? It
It
literally,
cleans.
like, the only thing it actually has to worry about on this team, legitimately the only thing, is
like
breaking
AV
Donphan's...
Electros.
Yeah, AV Electros or breaking Donphan's 30. And can AV Electros
Yeah.
even beat it? Like, doesn't it just get Drain Punch? Do you think Bulk Up Corviknight is decent for Annihilate? I do not. Annihilate can taunt, it can Terra to lose its fighting type, which it 100% will. And also, if you run Bulk Up Corv, you're just getting smashed by Eel plus Chiyu, because it's in the Volt Switch.
That's not an answer to that.
Later res. Yeah. You know, low key, even like, I wonder if it's gonna be Bulk Up, Covert Cloak, Annihilate. Maybe it doesn't need to be.
Oh, for Garg. I mean,
But
I
for
can see
guard,
that,
but
yeah.
also for like Spadef drops, for discharge paras.
That's true too, actually. Yeah, I can see that.
all that stuff. Hacks also looks insane as well with Swords Dance
Hacksters
or
is-
even Dragon
yeah.
Dance.
Bro, the only thing for Haxorus that can really, I mean, like even Corviknight is kind of, I mean, like it'll get broken through by SD.
Literally, Haxorus is really nasty. Also, I'm glad you mentioned that, Kevin. That's really broken in NU. But Coil Electros with Dream Punch, Thunder Punch, and I believe it gets Liquidation right now too. Is an insane threat. It's actually an insane threat. Hey, D2, I appreciate the 3 months.
Whip? Oh, sorry, not Power Whip. Power Trip.
Crocodile, thank you D2 by the way. Crocodile does, yes, it still gets Power Trip.
It could be kind of interesting to like do a bulk of Power Trips versus this kind of team, like Taunt.
I can see it. Do you think that if EO was Coil, it would bring Covert Cloak, or would it run Lumberry for like Wisp? I think both are valid.
Drain Punch, right?
Yeah, it still has Drain Punch, so it doesn't have to worry as much about that.
I don't think it needs Covert Cloak. I think it can run a different item.
Yeah, I think Lum is pretty decent for Rotom. I don't even know if Rotom can, unless Rotom Scarf, I don't think he'd even, like, I don't even think he can come if it's not Scarf. I'll be completely honest. I don't think Rotom's that great if it's not Scarf here. Because it's not going to be Bliss unless it's a Nasty Plot, but it can't even Pain Split. So it has to be Chesto Resto. I think AVEO is not bad. I just think that because Pult is more than likely physical in this one, I don't know. Yeah, and the fact that Azu is not... Azu has to be, I think, AV, like you mentioned. So the fact that that can't break through a Quillfish, and that barely breaks through Ape if it sets up, and it Terra Ghosts, all it does is boost its Rage Fist. I don't know, man. Ape looks insane in this game.
No, it definitely does. With the right set and the right combination of moves, like Quillfish beating Azu, and then Annihilate having the right set, Chiyu having the right set, Grimmsnarl if it's not screens and it's actually bulk up, that would be amazing. I think like Sturdy Donphan, like it's up. I don't know, bro. I feel I'm leaning more towards D-Ray for this one just because of like the amount of room he has with the different sets and combinations that he can bring versus the other team.
Yeah, I mean, I think Matt has like Agility Gallade is pretty good, right? Like, what are the benefits of becoming a member? You support me, you get into the member portion of the Discord, you can join tournaments, you can use the emotes, you get priority when I look for battles. But
Grimmsnarl Sucker Punch is so nice, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bulk up Grimmsnarl with Sucker is so nice. Like, even if Pult has Wisp, like, it could still be Rest Grimmsnarl. It could be the Rest Talk Spirit Break set. Like, bulk up Rest Talk. That will beat Corviknight if it's not Iron Defense. Literally. That literally beats Corviknight if it's not Iron Defense. I don't know if that's necessary here. I think one thing is even Lycanroc Dog is insane. Like, Dog Rock is really good. Like, them Stone Edges hurt. There's no bandage
Stone Edge close combat.
Yeah, there's nasty. I do think Gallade is really strong too. Because the Leaf Blade, Psycho Cut, Sacred Sword, all them slash boosted moves. I don't know. This one's like weird. I want to give it to D-Ray as well, just slightly.
I would, like just slightly.
Also, D-Ray's coming off of a win last week, his first win, so he's definitely on a more of a high than Matt.
Is Matt coming off of a loss versus?
Matt's 1-3, so I believe he lost.
Oh, it was I think versus Nexus on the last one with Titan.
Yeah, the belly jumps to Titan.
Yeah.
That was Nexus' first win.
That was fun. That was interesting to see.
Yeah, B jumps to Titan, definitely threat. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, though, D-Ray has a Chiyu, which is insane. Chat seems to think 50. And we're see the previous matches, like who lost to who? No, but maybe we can start doing that. Chat seems to think 54% D-Ray, and then obviously 46% Matt.
I see. I'm pretty much vibe with that statistic.
Yeah, it's nasty. And also
I go 55-45.
Yeah, I like 55-45 as well, like Chat did. I think that's closer D-Ray to Matt. So I also go. So our official MV Poke game ratings are 55 D-Ray, 45 Matt, and also Chat did the exact same thing.
Yep.
Chat did the exact same thing, 55-45. So we agree. We definitely agree on this.
Yes.
All right, so now we have Amel versus OG Albino. Now Amel was previously. Oh, actually, Chat ended 54-45. 45. I guess
That does
we
not
lost.
add to
So
100.
we lost 1%. Someone rest in peace. Whoever,
Rest in peace.
whatever just passed. Well, I appreciate you being at the stream before leaving. Dude voted and left. Dude voted and pulled it back. Like, what the hell just happened? Anyway, this is gonna be really interesting because something that's kind of crazier from Owen is hold up, OG Albino. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jetpack. I appreciate you, bud. I don't know what it said yet because I have it. Damn it, this poll's in the way. I can't read what you said. But something that's kind of crazy here, and they talked about it in the chat a bit. I think D-Ray knows how to skin a cat. Okay, you can't, the stupid Jetpack thing. There's many ways. What up, Adrian? One thing that's really interesting, and chat actually said it, is like the booster energy in this is kind of so good. Like, it's, look at Iron Moth and look at booster energy. It's so freaking good. What up, fam? D-Knight's definitely a threat. Don't get me wrong, but you have Scream Tail to deal with D-Knight, and you have Rotom. Like, those are both. Oh, it's Rotom fans, not Iron Thorns. Okay, so yeah, I remember because I fought Nexus. He had him. So we'll have a fix for next week. It was my fault because I asked Marcus, CB Marcus, and he didn't get the update before I did it. Has anyone brought Ice Cube yet? He did. I think the Dina is a good matchup between. Yeah, it doesn't have a good matchup at all. I mean, the best that D-Knight can do here might actually end up being Terra Flying over Terra Normal. Just because that's already stab, so you get stronger move versus Scream Tail, and versus Tusk, obviously, which cannot Terra. But prior to that, like, Iron Moth looks insane here because look at Amel's special walls. It's Florges. He does not have an Iron Thorns. It is Rotom Fan, so that's a little bit wrong. And then Toadscruel, which none of these mons want to take it, right? Skuntank is just setup fodder for it. None of these mons want to. The Bull is not Spadef. What do you think, Envy?
Skuntank, does it get bulldozed or something?
It might.
I feel like
but he could Terra Water, dude. Like.
Oh yeah, Terra Water. Okay, here's what I think. Assault Vest, Armor Rouge.
But it's Terra Water, like.
Assault Vest, Tauros.
But it's Terra Water, like it's not gonna kill back.
Chinese AV Dragonite.
I think AV Dragonite would be worse than Dragon Dance or even Banded, bro.
Chinese Florges.
I really, yeah, he does not have that. Let me get the Rotom Fan real quick. Rotom Fan.
Ooh, Chinese Lechonk.
Would he bring Lechonk here? What does Lechonk even provide?
Chinese support.
You know, man, I think you're just saying that word. I really think you're just saying that word, and you know.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
I really think you're just saying that word. I need you to elaborate.
All right, I got you. Well, first of all, I'm gonna agree with you that Iron Moth is a huge threat, right? Iron Moth can do a lot of threatening things. Why is there a Rotom Fan on the screen? I can't see.
It's right there. Don't worry.
All right. Oh, I see it now. Oh, it's no longer.
Yeah, Nexus has Iron Thorns.
You know, actually, bro, doesn't I feel like maybe, bro, I'm pretty sure AV.
I think he's trying to tell me something, guys. He's almost there.
I'm pretty sure.
What the fuck are you saying, bro? Please just.
Listen.
What is he saying? Finish yourself.
AV Chinese Toadscruel. I think it actually sponged the fire moves from Iron Moth and beat it.
I don't know if it beats it. I mean, dude, look at like Nasty Plot Modest Life or by Dragon. Do you bring Florges in this match? Can you even afford to bring Florges in this match? Like,
no.
look at Talonflame and look at Amel's team. Look at Will-O-Wisp taunt Talonflame and Amel's team.
I don't think Florges is very good here at all because every Pokemon that Florges naturally beats, can unnaturally beat it back.
How about just outplaying Iron Moth instead of using AV? I do agree that Rotom Fan is actually necessary here because the Great Tusk is going to goob. It's gonna actually smash.
Great Tusk is really good.
Yeah, Great Tusk.
I can see like some kind of Hurricane Dragonite, like a DD Hurricane. Like DD Mix.
Yeah, DD Mix Hurricane. But you don't have to do that though. Because Great Tusk can't Terra. You can just go Terra flying. Why can't you just go Terra flying?
That is true.
However,
Hurricane can Oko the Great Tusk and also Oko.
Well, Terra flying, you Dragon Dance up and you Oko it at +1.
That's true.
Why risk 70% when you can set up? From Owen's side, 100% Iron Moth. I think the first 3 Pokemon on his team are 100% coming. You need to bring Rotom Wash in this game. It's a Scizor check. It's your Dragonite. It's basically Dragonite's not going to. It's a Dragonite check and OU, right? It's a Dragonite answer and OU, right? That for sure comes. Armarouge isn't bad. Armarouge is not bad. I agree that Armarouge is not terrible. I also agree with you that I think Toadscroll should come too because Amble doesn't want to get spike stacked, even though he can easily run heavy duty boots.
Yeah.
Like Fortress is a legitimate option. Even shoot, look at webs and look at this team. Like Zoroark is not a problem if you have webs up. Speaking of Zoroark, I think it's really good here too because
I feel like just disguising into the right mon can get you some surprise kills for this matchup and actually like open up something like bro, what if you brought like SD Scizor? Doesn't SD Scizor with like quick attack or something like destroy Moth?
It'll probably destroy Moth. It won't beat like Talonflame though, and I think Flame Body Talonflame is really good here for Scizor.
Yeah. This is actually tough, bro. Like Moth plus like.
I feel like this week we have so many super close matchups.
Yeah.
Cause like Iron Moth is already insane, right? Which might even make Amo not bring Florges. But like Florges is your main Hydreigon answer, and it's also your pivot into Screamtail. Speaking of Screamtail, one thing Owen could bring here is like a Calm Mind variant, because unless he brings Skuntank,
with fire move,
with fire move, with Flamethrower.
Yeah.
So Zoroark could disguise itself as like Dragonite, for instance, or a Scizor, and then Great Tusk might go for close combat or try and get a spin or go for Ice Spinner. Yeah, Zoroark literally needs to be disguised as itself, and that could obviously let it Grass Knot Great Tusk, for instance.
Dude, a Calm Mind set actually literally just wins. He puts safety goggles on it so you can't get spored.
Yeah.
And then you just go in. Oh, that's heat. That is heat.
Are you talking about Florges? Or Screamtail?
I'm talking about Screamtail. Screamtail Calm Mind safety goggles with.
So it can't be spored by Toadscroll. Okay, it took me a second.
Yep.
SGSP D-Knight to beat Agility Moth. I mean, you probably just bring Dragon Dance Roost. D-Knight would be able to struggle off the hit anyway, which I think is pretty nasty. But damn, dude, dude, Iron Moth is so threatening, bro. Any pivot you have, it just gets smashed by the second boosted move, right? Like it forces Dragonite to Terra, and Dragonite has to Terra, and then either Earthquake or Terra Blast Flying, which I think it does run, and you can go Rotom on that too. 252 EV stakeout first impression versus Armarouge. Can you not calc first impression when it comes to Spidops?
Ooh, Spidops! Yo,
I mean, excuse me. Can you not count stakeout when it comes to Spidops calcs? It's very offensive to the only good stakeout Pokemon in the damn game, Mabostif. Please don't.
Wait, you just said Envy has Chinese brain rot. No. Can't say that.
Please.
No.
I don't know, man. This is rough. This is rough because I think that in the right situation, if Zoroark actually baits like the right thing, like Great Tusk or Rotom, I think Rotom is better, right? Like, so let's say it's Zoroark lead and it's disguised as Scizor and Rotom's there and it's like, I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp. All right, if Zoroark can get off a strong hit with Hyper Voice or Shadow Ball, then that can really open up Dragonite. Because besides that, I cannot see Dragonite winning because Rotom Wash is 100% coming. It walls all versions of Dragonite besides Outrage. And if you lock into Outrage versus this type of team, you get smashed by Great Tusk, Fortress, Screamtail. Goth even is potentially problematic. Not for obviously Scizor and to a lesser extent like D-Knight and stuff. But like Florges, though it could have BP, but you could trick it and lock it into that, wearing it down, not a pivot into Hydreigon anymore. What up, Marcus? So Marcus, we had a few mistakes, but that's on me. And I'll tell you them all next time.
Yeah, so basically what Joey's trying to say is there's no one good Dragonite set that can beat it all because there's within like the combination of Pokemon that OG Albana can bring, there's no one good set for Dragonite because Dragonite has to deal with so many things like Screamtail, Rotom, Tusk, Fortress. Yeah, it's just there's a lot. Gothitail's speed tier, it's not higher than Dragonite though, right?
No, it's not.
Alright, yeah.
I mean, you technically okay. I want you technically could go Terra normal Dragonite with E speed, and you could go for Hurricane versus Great Tusk. But I'm trying to say to the guys that that's such a huge risk. What if you Terra normal? You miss Hurricane, you just get close combat. Like,
Yeah. Here's the thing. I think that the way that this game should be played by Amel is that you have Dragonite in the back and Zoroark in the somewhere like there, so it will disguise as Dragonite so that you can destroy Dragonite answers.
mm-hmm.
That's what I think it needs to happen, right? Like that's the only way. That's what I'm thinking about. Is Zoroark has to disguise itself as Dragonite so that it can actually like pick apart.
Yeah, literally as Dragonite or as Scizor, and so it can pick apart the same thing. What up, Vanessa?
Yep.
What up, Pete? I want to say one more thing because, and this is a very key, and I'm glad you guys brought it up in the chat. Because Amel traded Iron Thorns, he no longer has rocks, which means Rotom is gonna be immune to all hazards, always, and that's like the way Dragonite ever beats Rotom in OU is because it wears it down with Stealth Rock. So I don't know, man. This is tough. Like, can you even afford to bring Florges because that's just Talonflame plus Iron Moth bait? Even Ursaring is not bad in this game. Like, bulk up Eviolite?
Yeah.
Will Owen ever bring Ursaring? Or should he have traded it to me a long time ago? Find out.
Traded for what? What would you have given?
Maybe Garg.
Oh, you don't have a Garg. You have a Nachi stack.
Damn, same thing, bro. It's gonna grow up one day. It'll grow up one day.
I'd take a Nurturing over a Nachi any day.
Nachi's gonna be sick, and I will use every Pokemon by the time I stop uploading.
You were actually gonna bring Nachi before playoffs or during playoffs?
Who knows? I'll use every Pokemon though. I always use every Pokemon. Always,
Okay,
at least
good.
once, even before I trade them. I mean, I brought Tauros this week, and that was that. The only 3 mons I have left, the only 2 mons I have left that I haven't shown off was Nachi and Miss Magus, and both of them are solid Pokemon. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ursaring can use Eviolite, yeah, the Violet. Another thing that's crazy is like, yeah, I mean, you probably have to end up bringing Covert Cloak on Rotom Fan. Rotom Fan for sure has to come because of Great Tusk, but do you bring Covert Cloak or do you bring Heavy Duty Boots? If you bring Covert Cloak, so that way you can wall Breloom, you still have to worry about Rock Tomb, and if you bring, you don't have to worry about Spore, but then you have to worry about Rocks. So I don't know, it's kind of wild because like, I think for sure Donphan, Great Tusk, excuse me, runs Ice Spinner plus Fighting Move. Like 100%. I mean, offensive Donphan, right? Rapid Spin, Ice Spinner. It could be Flying like, yeah, literally. Even Booster Energy. Shoot. Did you trade any mons out? I haven't traded any mons. I didn't trade. There's no more trades in the season. I didn't trade anything.
I did a lot within the last few weeks.
Have a bulk up breast searching? Yeah, it could work. Yeah, Envy did a lot of trades. We'll talk about it in a sec. Actually, I feel like your thing might be wrong, but we'll see.
My slides are probably not updated, right?
Hey,
These are not updated.
Yeah, maybe not. Vanessa, Lechonk got 2 kills last week. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, it actually ended up getting 2 kills. I don't know, man. This is rough. Like, I'm leaning slightly towards Owen, because unless, like Envy said, unless Zoroark baits the hell out of the Pokemon that deal with Dragonite, I think it's hard. I think it's really hard. Though I will say, look at this team and look at like a Bandit Tauros. Bandit Tauros goes crazy, right? However, because Wave Crash will 2 a KO Screamtail, but then you have to be fearing Gothitelle. Like, there's just so much there that Owen has the pressure of. He basically has Gothitelle is basically Dugtrio, right? If you're bringing Heatran, you always have to bring your Shedtail. Shedshell. Sorry. New gen bias. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that moth is just looking so threatening, bro. Now that I'm looking at it, but
what up, Chim?
yeah, it's a tough matchup. It's a tough matchup for sure. I'm leaning towards OG Albino just because he has the moth plus like a lot of really good answers to a lot of different mons.
Actually, he has more than just Breloom for priority. There's the priority Talonflame for 1 turn, and there's a Stakeout. There's First Impression, Spidops. Dude,
and Muck Punch.
Webs aren't even bad here. Legitimately, you want to know why? Because the Rapid Spinner loses to Spidops. The Rapid Spinner literally loses to Spidops. You want to spin on Spidops? You're going to take a U-turn from that boy. Like, I'm so serious. Sticky Web are not even bad here. Literally. Like, quite literally. I wish Spite Ops was like low kicks, aka better.
You mean you wish low kicks was like Spite Ops, aka
No.
better?
No, aka worse, but in that situation.
Oh, come on. No.
But
Spite
yeah,
Ops. It's a top tier mon.
I don't know, man. Oh my god, I forgot. Spite Ops has Insomnia as well.
Yep, there you go. Top tier.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, literally,
yourself
Spite
anytime.
Ops is a good pick here because it can actually keep up Sticky Web. And it can get up hazards too. Who do we think they bring? Owen for sure is bringing Great Tusk, Rotom Wash, and Iron Moth. After that, there's literally a toss-up. It can do anything else. It can literally do anything else after that.
I'm predicting Spite Ops.
Yeah, Spite Ops isn't bad. After what we just talked about, it's really good.
Of course, he will definitely bring
Max,
the
we can't do
first
that.
3 Pokemon.
100%. And Amo's also bringing the first 3 Pokemon. Like, they're both bringing their first 3 Pokemon.
100%.
No, I mean, that's... Bryonic? That's what we were basically saying. We locked the tiers, Max, so we're not allowed to trade in. Even if the Hisuians get released next month, which I'm actually thinking they might be, considering we just got the 3 Legends Arceus starters in a row already, right? We got Decidueye, followed by Samurott, followed by Typhlosion. So we just got those, so I'm thinking we may get home next month. Of course, could be whatever, but I really think so. I don't know. I'm gonna go 51 Owen, 49 Amel. I think it's like, it might even be 55-45 because I think Rotom is so annoying for them to break. They have literally the Toadscrow answer and Spite Ops. Sticky Web are good. Though Rotom can be overwhelmed by Scizor plus Dragonite, and I think it's literally going to come down to how well the Hisuian Zoroark is. Will WB ever come back with A-Drive? Dan probably wouldn't come back, but I could probably run it considering I was helping running it first time.
Nice. That'd be fun.
But
I'm going to go 55-45, similar to the last game, because I feel like it's another one of those scenarios where the matchup is pretty tough on both ends. Like, a lot of cool things could be brought to make things a little bit more even, but I am leaning towards the side that has the more threatening pieces against the other.
Yeah, I agree with you. 55-45. Chat picked 54. Let's see if it actually had the 100%. No.
Oh.
Once again, it's saying
Once again.
99%. How the hell is that possible? The world may never know.
Yep.
Jeez.
That'd
Okay.
be cool though. if WB came back and it was like a lot of the old friends again.
Dan already told me I could run the WB, but
Oh, nice.
I was already running singles for it anyway. Dell. Alright, so now we have Dell versus Mephisto. Ooh. So, as someone who you don't think you convinced Dan to play? No, there's no. First, he has Elestrals, which is all my Pokemon are named after. All right, so Dell versus Mephisto. What do you think about this matchup, fam? I think Leaves looks incredible here. I think Roy. I mean, you saw the test games.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of really good offensive presence on Dell's team, and now he has my Iron Hands.
He does have Iron Hands.
In his hands, he has my Iron Hands. So, I think Iron Hands is amazing in this matchup. I mean, looking at it, it's really bulky. It has the coverage that can deal with pretty much everything. True, it does have the Dugtrio to worry about with the Earthquake if he does decide to trap it, but I mean, it's gonna.
It won't kill. It won't kill anyway.
It's not gonna kill. Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, dude, if I'm Iron Hands in this game, I run literally max defense, max HP. I know typically you don't invest in that, but in this one you do because it beats Cloyster, beats Physical Ments, can live a hit from the dog, beat Dugtrio. It's 100% answer to Lucario type of thing.
Yeah, max attack, max defense. I think actually, not max HP. Max attack, max defense, just because it can do a lot of damage. And if you just run, because it's like a
no, you do max HP. That way it checks the dog and Lucario at +2, or like boosted dog.
You can do that too. I mean, it's like a Ting-Lu, bro. Like, it's not gonna change the calc too much. You can just run Iron Defense with it. Iron Defense, max attack.
No, bro, it definitely changes the calc.
Oh yeah?
It for sure changes the calc on this mon because I calced with
Oh
it.
yeah?
I was doing the test games. I was doing the test games with Mephisto. Like,
Yeah, maybe you're right.
in this case, it does. When it comes to the dog, I know it's not a huge HP one, but it for sure changes the calc, bro. Look, I'll show you Lucario. Lucario Swords Dance at +2, Life Orb CC does 60 to 71 if you're max HP, max defense. Oh, I didn't put it. Does 60 to 71, right? Instead of doing 70 to 81. Like, there's a 10% difference, bro. Like what? There's a huge difference. And in this one in particular, usually you don't have to do that, right? Because the mon has so much HP, you want to go somewhere else. But in this case, it's different. They have Lucario, Dugtrio, and the dog.
Yeah, I can see. No, like definitely the sponging capability is really nice. Dell traded Iron Hands to me, or I traded him Iron Hands for his Slitherwing. It's on my team now.
Yep. Traded for that wing.
Yep.
I think Whis definitely needs to come on Houndstone too. I think that Dell can definitely spam Booster Energy as an item here. Booster Energy Iron Leaves is just really crazy. Oh, Mephisto actually has something that we're not showing, and I'll get it right now. He doesn't have Dugtrio anymore. He doesn't have Dougie anymore, remember?
Oh, the graphic is wrong.
It's alright, I'll fix it.
What did he have? What does he have now?
Low kicks.
No, he doesn't have. Wait, he does have low kicks now?
Yes, he does low kicks. You tested with him too.
Oh yeah. Oh right.
So low kicks is really big in this one, right? Obviously, it always checks Roaring Moon. It can always check Staraptor as well because of Tinted Lens. It can check Iron Leaves. It forces it to run Terra Fight, which doesn't actually kill because even with Tinted Lens it won't kill. It was the end of transfers and trades, Marcus. So right now we have. I'm going to screenshot you the final stuff. I'm gonna screenshot the final stuff to you. I think Cloyster, like, yes, it has to deal with VAP and stuff, but I think Cloyster isn't terrible, right? Like a Shell Smash, Rock Blast, Icicle Spear, Hydro Pump.
Oh no, yeah, Cloyster actually literally can go in. I feel like, yeah, like either a mixed. I feel like it can run like Shell Smash plus Hydro Pump with Icicle Spear, Rock Blast or something.
Yeah.
I feel like that just destroys everything, and you'd run Hydro Pump mainly for the Mudsdale, which gets the stamina boost, or the Intimidated Arcanine, perhaps. But that literally can go in, especially with screen support. If you notice on Dell's team, there is no defog.
This is true. Dell does not have defog, which means there is Rapid Spin from Cryo, but Rapid Spin Cryo has to get through the dog, which I mean Freeze Dry / Ice Beam will be doing a lot. I'm sorry guys, I'm just taking screenshots to send Marcus that way. That way he for next time. But yeah, that's a pretty big thing. Because I actually think Sandy Shocks is good here, like legitimately. Earth Power hits really hard. Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, and just getting up hazards as well potentially. All right, I've given him all the teams. CB Marcus, you have been DM'd everything. Logic's first impression looks insane, right? Like even with like defensive Arcanine and stuff. It's still really nice. Sandy Shocks, like I said as well, is just crazy because it can run Booster Energy to be faster than Scarf Staraptor. It can run some HP if it really wants to. Cryo might still come. Do you bring Pex in this matchup?
In this matchup, no. Just because of the fact that a lot of the Mons on Dell's team can actually just use it as setup fodder.
Literally.
So I feel like, yeah, literally, like the Iron Hands, the Iron Leaves, the Roaring Moon, even the Vaporeon is just sits there. It can
Vaporeon could sub combine Sword Power or just sit on it.
Oh, yep.
If it wants to.
Yeah.
It could also.
It doesn't break through much, really.
Yeah. Pex is really weird because you can't T-Spike because of Amoonguss. I think Amoonguss comes for sure in this game. Just as a pivot onto Pex, a Spore onto Bronzong, Foul Play to threaten things. Mence is really interesting because like a mixed Mence technically could go in, but if Mence takes any damage, then it doesn't take it's like a Psyblade from Iron Hands. Like I think the Booster Energy SD set from that mon is really cool. Swords Dance, Psyblade, probably Close Combat, and then Protect for low kicks.
Yeah, this is a cool matchup also, by the way, because Dell has the Roaring Moon and Mephisto has the Salamence, so it's like kind of the counterparts of each
Yeah,
other.
yeah. Though I think that Roaring Moon is more likely to come than potential Ments, just because Moon is like the dog answer as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, true, true, true.
Might even see random Zangoose.
Yeah, one benefit on Dell's team though versus the Houndstone is that he does have two normal type mons for the last respects,
Wait a second.
and one of them is a Guts boosted mon.
We are forgetting one thing.
Yeah.
Dell no longer has Zangoose. He has Pincurchin. He has Pincurchin. He has the booster energy mon now. Because he traded that with Nexus. So once again, we're just gonna update this because I'm sorry, guys. And again, it's not CV Marcus's fault. It's not my fault. I didn't look at it until this. So this right here is my swag. This is this makes a difference. This means you don't need booster energies, bro. This means you don't
have the energy already.
Yeah, these are the last trades of the week, by the way, guys. There's no more stuff after this. Everybody's team is final after this. But this means you have the boost energy or the quark drive. Not photosynthesis, but you have the quark drive for your Iron Leaves and for your Iron Hands. And I think both of them actually come into this game for sure. I think both of them come into this game
benefiting.
Yeah, legitimately. I think I like Amoonguss in this game just because I like Spore. Maybe you're scared because of Espeon, which is high key a pretty big threat actually. Like just those psychics are very, very hard. I like Mudsdale a lot here too. Check to Dog, check to Lucario. Can run Pasture Berry to check Cloyster as well. That's what I'm thinking. When I tried testing, I did sub SD Iron Leaves with booster energy. Terrified
if
CC.
I were Dell, I would definitely bring Pincurchin plus Leaves in Hands. Probably
Maybe
the
Jose.
Roaring Moon. And then probably...
Yeah, but the dog does cook. Like the last respects mon is kind of wild here. Houndstone is actually insane. Like literally, if Staraptor doesn't come and all of Mephisto's team is gone, the dog can win. That's it. That's it, right? It's already hitting at what 300 base power at that point, with last respects, so it can literally win for sure. Whether it's choice ban or non-choice, which he doesn't have to bring choice ban here, just because maybe you want the play rough option for Roaring Moon.
I feel like he brings Brick Break, Iron Hands for screens potential.
Yeah, I can see that. Like screens
That's what I
from
did
Sandy
versus
Shock.
screens
Or
against
Espeon, yeah.
D-Ray.
Yeah, I agree. It might run Brick Break, but I like Drain Punch better because I feel like it might be hard for Espeon to take advantage of screens here because like you're fighting screens into booster energy mons and potentially Mimikyu. So like your setup is not gonna win in my opinion. I don't know though. I could be wrong. What do you think Mephisto brings?
I predict Mephisto will definitely bring. I think that with like kind of the sand, the sand actually.
It's great.
It looks pretty great, right?
Yeah. On paper, sand itself looks great. Tyranitar does not look great in this game.
The Tyranitar doesn't look great, but sand looks great. So I think T-Tar Houndstone definitely, right?
Yeah.
I could definitely see the iron, or not iron, what is it? What's that Magneton one called again?
Sandy Shocks?
Sandy Shocks, yeah.
It does look just like Magneton in this picture.
It actually, I was like cropped and like I was like looking at it like what the heck. Sandy Shock actually looks pretty nice, like Earth powers and things like that could be kind of cool.
No, I think he actually brings Sandy Shocks, Jack, just because of the hazards. I think Shocks is good with hazards.
Shell Smash Cloyster, like we said, I think is really good. No Toxapex, I don't think. I could see Espeon with like Psychic Dazzling Gleam.
Yeah, and Psyshock as well for Cryo.
Yep, I could see that. And
Low kicks for sure. Like you want the revenge kill versus booster energy mons,
yes.
or Roaring Moon. Arcanine, Arcanine is nice on the other side too. Arcanine's really weird here, dude, because defensively it's like nice because it beats like low kicks. It can close combat Tyranitar. It can threaten Luke, though Luke can have the ability, so it doesn't have to worry about Intimidate. So it's.
Does Arcanine still have Burn Up?
I don't think Arcanine has Burn Up, but let me check. I don't think anything has Burn Up in this game, which is why Typhlosion, which just got released, doesn't have it.
Oh.
Why? Were you about to say something about Burn Up?
Yeah, Burn Up could be cool to remove the weakness and keep its bulk and stuff like that. It kind of nice. Wisp everything.
Yeah, Jack, but I think that Spikes as well are really strong here too. And also, you got to remember that Sandy Shocks gets the what's it called? Damn it, man. What's it called? Like, Sandy Shocks can run Booster as well.
Yes, true. Hey, say Spikes backwards.
Why?
Do it.
Why?
Can you say Spikes backwards?
No. I don't think so.
Can you try?
No.
Why not?
Why are
Say
you
Spikes backwards.
Why are you asking me to do this?
Just try it. It ends with an S as well, so it's pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the words backwards. But why? Why are you doing this?
Can you try?
Can you do it? What up, Josh?
I don't know how. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, I don't know how either.
Come on.
Thank you.
Just try. Just
Man's
try
just
it.
begging me. He's like, I don't know how. No, you do it. Why don't you do it, huh? Why don't you go do it? Bronzong heat proof?
Can you say what it is?
No.
Just try it.
I'm good.
Come on.
I appreciate it though. Thank you for the option.
No worries. No worries.
Dude, do you like actually, do you like Oricorio at all in this game? It sucks
No.
that it can't resist. If it was Terra Ground, oh my god.
I traded away Oricorio because I didn't like Oricorio in any matchup, bro. That's why
It's
I
because you
traded
can't
away.
Terra. If there was free Terra in this, oh my god, Oricorio might win every week if there was free Terra.
That's true. No, I like if there was free Terra, Oricorio being able to Terra to like ground or whatever it wants to avoid like stuff. Yeah,
broken.
and to
It-
change its Revelation Dance or Revelation Dance or whatever. like, yeah, it
it'd
would've
be
been
like an
really good.
Espathra. Like,
Yeah.
damn near. I don't know. This is weird. I think that the dog is way too good in this game. And Staraptor's interesting, but because you could technically bring it, but then you fear shocks, you fear extreme speed. Yeah, it's Giraffe Rig, Izumi. Thank you, bud. Thank you for the easy one.
So you don't want to say Spikes backwards?
No. Can you say it for me? Teach me how to say it.
I don't know how. That's why I'm asking you.
Oh, that's
If
all
you
right.
know how to say it.
I don't, but
Uh,
you're older than me, so hopefully you can find out and then teach me.
it's the younger ones who are more keen to learn these days. That's why I'm trying to get
Yeah,
you.
but
on
you work in the
learning path.
government, so you don't believe that. Can't wait to see your match on Sunday. Thank you, fam. Hopefully it goes up around 2 or 2:30. I don't know, man. This is weird. Because I think in theory, Dell can smash, right? With booster energy and stuff. But I also think at the same time, Dog is just way too freaking good. Like, even if Dell is having commanding start, as long as their sand turns, I think that the Dog can come back.
Yeah, because Staraptor only switches in a limited amount of times to a ghost move so they can be immune because it doesn't have Roost anymore.
Yeah, which is
They
so
take a
dumb,
sand chip.
dude. Like, if it actually
Yeah.
had Roost, defensive is so good here. Like, max defense, max HP, heavy duty
Staraptor
boots.
lost Roost and Defog.
So bad. Like, it actually sucks that happened because Staraptor would be so nasty here. Literally, a
Yeah.
max defense, max HP. You literally just run close combat, right? Roost, U-turn, Brave Bird type of thing. It would be fine. Sure, you can even do Feather Dance type of crap if you want.
Ooh. Do any of my mons get Feather Dance?
You traded them all the way.
Dang it.
But it doesn't even matter. You Wisp on Staraptor and then what? It beats you. Because it just U-turns around and it comes back and gets off Intimidate. As long as you can't spam Last Respect, that's the point, you know? Staraptor can come in and can stall out the sand turns. It's whack that they got rid of that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Staraptor lost a lot of great things going for it.
Yeah.
Still does get Final Gambit though. Does he have? Ooh, bro! Final Gambit into Copycat with Vaporeon.
Ooh, the Scarf Vaporeon with Final Gambit. So that's actually a legitimate thing.
Yeah, I don't think he's done that yet.
Ooh, Dell. I don't know if you're listening, buddy, but that actually sounds so fun. Final Gambit.
Take
to
some
Final
people
Ga-
off guard
Yeah, if
that
people
don't
don't
have
have,
ghosts.
if they don't have ghost types, you get free kills.
Yeah.
Like it's 4-4, but I mean, like there's some Pokemon you definitely need.
Yeah, I'd be cooking right now. Ooh.
I mean, we do have one person who can Final Gambit, and I'm excited to see that happen. The Final Gambit to Final Gambit Blissey.
Yeah.
That'd be so wild.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see that ends up happening. But how would you rate? Who do you think wins? Chat thinks 57% Mephisto, 43% Dell.
I'm gonna go 65-35 in Mephisto's favor, just because I feel like he has a lot more to work with, and Dell does not have defog, nor does he have a good ghost switch in that can keep itself healthy
Alive, yeah.
long term. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Mephisto's coming off of a win or a loss right now.
Festo is coming off of a loss.
Okay. But Dell is desperate for a win right now, so he might have something up his sleeve. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to basically, can Dell win before Mephisto dogs him?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I really think is going to happen. Because really feel like the dog is just so much of a threat, man. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, and there are options, like you can run like Scarf Roaring Moon and things like that too, to check. And Roaring Moon is not bad, right? Actually, my favorite Roaring Moon set in this that only loses the cloister is Sub Dragon Dance. Like Sub Dragon Dance booster energy is insane here.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
besides
think,
that,
yeah, if he plays offensively, I think definitely there's a good shot. I think he just needs an early head start.
which is why I'm going 60-40. Because I think that depending on how Dell goes, he can win for sure. But chat
I can
says
see it.
57-43. It's a little closer to mine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's end that poll. The poll just went away, but didn't say it ended.
Ah, that's because it chooses me.
Okay, thank you, poll. All right, let me put on the next one that we have to talk about. Ooh, okay, let's check if there's any trades here, because I believe there were actually trades here. Let's get rid of these Pokemon here. So there were a few trades here, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just look at the BBR. But we have John Jr. versus Jay Bear. This is a really good game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Jay Bear just beat Mephisto. And John Jr. just got he just beat Owen. So they both are coming off wins.
Oh, yeah.
They're both coming off wins. What, did I just get a 7-month sub from my boy Snake?
Ooh.
Let me find these. Let me find this real quick. This is the matchup? This is actually the matchup, correct? Thank you, Jay Bear. Been loving draft screens, never up for your screens. We just flew to Florida for a big cancer conference and I'm winding down. Thanks for the vibes. Yo, that's awesome, fam. A big cancer conference. You guys are killing it, right? In your conference, right?
Yo, that was a crazy pun slash thing that you just did there.
Thanks.
That was crazy. I don't know about that one, bro.
What do you mean?
You said cancer and then you guys are killing it?
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could double entendre think that I'm saying cancer kills, but I was talking about killing cancer.
Oh, okay. That's what I was talking about.
Fuck cancer, man. I lost so many family members to that. Anyway, this is a wild matchup. This is a wild matchup, dude. SD Baxcalibur is insane here with Terra Electric, right? Because it's faster than Golden Go. It's faster than everything. Because then, think of the 5 months, buddy. There's Chiam.
Oh, you have to say it now. Look.
It says say spikes backwards. MV 2023.
You have to say it.
Appreciate you with the super friend. No, he's saying he's quoting you.
Oh. He's not telling you to say it?
No. Chimpow's definitely a threat. Don't get me wrong. J-Bear has one of the most offensive teams out there. So, like, even resist berries on, like, Chomp is not going to help. But
let me ask you a question. Do you think for these two Pokemon, the Terras, do you think that John Jr. is bringing Terra Dark or Fairy? And then do you think J-Bear is bringing Dragon or Electric for this matchup?
I think for sure J-Bear brings Electric. Like, 100%. Because once you SD, you beat Slowbro. You have Ice Shard for Kilowattrel. You beat Dondozo. Like, you for sure, you're not weak to the dog. You for sure, though dog does have means of dealing with it. There's a few ways it can do things. But yeah, you for sure bring that.
I think John Jr. brings Terra Dark for this one.
Dude, Crunch is so free.
Yeah.
Crunch is hella free. I agree. Crunch is hella free. I think Jaber has to bring Klefki. He literally has to bring Klefki,
Has to
dude.
bring Klefki,
It's gonna be
yeah.
like some max defense, max HP, and it probably has to have a citrus berry too, just so
Yeah.
just so it can take a damn hit. God, that's gonna be rough. We've also seen Jay Bear use a lot of the Dunsparce with. Oh no, the music ended.
Uh-oh.
I'll put
Let
on
me
some.
do some music. Dun 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 dun.
Are you doing happy birthday?
Yeah, for you. It's your birthday.
Thanks, man.
Everybody say happy birthday to Joey.
Thank you. I will also say, Iron Defense Klefki is interesting. Iron Defense Klefki is actually interesting. I wish we could run Quick Claws in this league. I'll be completely honest. They got rid of the luck item, which I don't like, but whatever. Anyway, your birthday's in 10 days? That's awesome, Kazan. Chimpak's birthday is in a few.
Nice. Happy birthday.
What? You can give him a little, like a very little piece of those three things. But Chimpak's birthday is in a couple days, which is pretty cool. His birthday is on the 18th.
Nice.
Happy birthday in 8 months, Joey. Thank you. Is it that how many months I have till my birthday? I don't even know if Jay Bear can bring Heracross in this one because yes, it's a Chien-Pao Dark Resist, but then there's Golden Go. There's the fact that Sandaconda can sit in on Glare. There's Dash Bun.
Does it get
Happy
any
belated
coverage for
birthday.
the bun or not?
Facade.
That's it?
Yeah, that's about it.
Oh. Doesn't get Iron Head?
I don't think so. It does have a big head though, so I could be wrong. Yeah, like Kilowattrel isn't even bad here because it's faster than every Pokemon on that team. Like Kilowattrel,
True, yeah.
Kilowattrel may just come. Now look, Kilowattrel can't hit any move, but it may just come. You know what's also a big threat to Jay Bear's team? Like a Quacklevolt with like bulk up taunt Aqua Step is a huge threat to this team. Because they will not lose to Quag, I think, if it's defensive, and I think they'll beat it 1v1. Quag,
Bulk up. Yeah. Well, yeah, so what Quag can do actually is it can run defensive with Rocky Helmet and then just come in and let it chip
I suppose,
itself
yeah, it
down.
can chip itself down. But between taunt and, yes, killing cancer, my work is lung cancer, therapeutic resistance. Oh, and call me what you want, but I'm not a man hot. Oh, my bad, Snake. I am so sorry. And if you taught me that before, I apologize. Sorry, fam. But I appreciate you. And that's awesome work that you do. Therapeutic resistance. Damn, I just imagine you in like full gear charging at cancer with a spear. And maybe like a massage bed or something, but that's sick.
Say cancer backwards.
What is with you today? What is up with you, bro? What happened at work? Talk to me.
Come on.
How did the 6-month review go? Did something happen? You said it went well. What happened?
Yeah, it went really well. She told me my boss said I'm good at thinking outside the box and everything like that. I'm very good. So I'm thinking outside the box and I'm giving you riddles.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. You bring Ace in this game, right?
Ooh, that's a tough one because of Slowbro. Oh, Electro Ball, bro! Electro Ball Ace actually can destroy Slowbro Dondozo.
I don't know. Yeah, you can say Jay Bear's only flying resist is Klefki, but then you also gotta remember the best flying move in the game is 70% accurate. I don't know, man. I think Cinderace for sure comes for like Golden Goal. Like you said, I think it could also Electro Ball. Can you even? No, you have to bring Bro in this game. You literally have to. You get chomped.
No, 100%.
You get chomped.
Bro with like Ice Beam or something, I think for the Garchomp is what needs to be brought. And also it can hit the Rotom, it can hit a bunch of, yeah, I think Slowbro, bro, AV Slowbro I think is really good here, like Chinese AV, you know, like the one that I usually bring, I think is really good here. Especially because it can take a hit from Gengar and Psychic or Psyshock it. Yeah, it just runs like 4 attacks, it just puts in work, like that's all it needs to do.
I like what CB Marcus said. He said Trick Room Slowbro looks kind of sick here, which I agree with. However, Jay Bear's 10,000% bringing the Dunsparce with a fighting resist berry. Like 10 million %. It's going to be Cobra Berry. Excuse me, Chople. Sorry. Jay Bear's 100% bringing Chople Berry Dunsparce. First off, he loves the Dunsparce. Secondly, Dunsparce is good because that mon is not dying with a Chople. And thirdly, J-Bear has brought the Dunsparce like every week. I don't know if he actually has, but it feels like he has. And it's good. It can glare.
The Dunsparce is so good, dude. Like, it's one of those like mons that it's on the team and you see it in team preview and it's like you look
Damn
at
it,
it,
man!
and
You're like you just you do the MV side.
Yeah.
You do the, oh man.
The envy side. Come on. It's such a good mon because it can run. There's like a lot of sets it can do, and its special set is so strong, and it's like physical set's so bulky. Like,
Dude, it was on my. I got sniped on that mon. I wanted that mon as my normal.
oh, you wanted? Yeah, you wanted it for your team. Yeah, I remember you told me.
It's cool.
It's really good. Yeah, it's super good.
Dunsparce. Chopper done is for sure. Why bother sacred sorting? Terra Crunch is better. Yeah, Terra Crunch is good too. It's not gonna kill though. Terra Crunch won't kill. I guess Pal can run ban if it really wants to. Can it paralyze the Pal? Yeah, it can with the glare.
Yes.
I battle hate him before. I think so. Maybe twice. I have one of them was recent in this gen.
Or a Wi-Fi battle.
I definitely battled him recently. Gengar is good here. Like, it hates Chiampao, right?
It hates Sandbow so much.
But it gets a free sub on like Bro and just starts clicking.
That's true. Behind the sub, it is very dangerous. However, I feel like Glamora kind of just puts in work here too, bro.
Yeah, it's great, dude. First off, hazards. It's really interesting because whenever you see J-Bear's team, you're like, okay, is this a Drifblim week? This is 100. The answer to that question is no, by the way. This is not a Drifblim week. Kilowasher plus Pal, too much. And so he's not gonna bring Defog, right? So the only other thing is court change. And I mean, Ace is probably going to come more games than not. Shedtail's not around, no. But yeah, I mean, Glamora is good for hazards, but also offensively.
Not even hazards because of court changes, though. I'm talking like
Scarf?
Offensive, yeah, like Dazzling Gleam plus Earth Power plus, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The coverage, bro. It hits pretty much everything. Like Energy Ball, I guess, or something for the Quag, I don't know.
A guy like me runs
like
sub-toxic corrosion.
Oh, yo, that actually kind of just...
It's good.
Yo,
it looks decent.
Good.
You run Fizz Def, so you wall Ace, and you just sub-toxic corrosion.
Yo, that actually is pretty good.
That should make you hit Sludge Bomb on Klefki, but it doesn't. What up, D-Ray? Yo, every single time D-Ray says the name of the BBR, I remember the name of the BBR. Like, do you know
what it stands for?
Yeah, do you know what it stands for? Besides, if you didn't see him saying that,
no.
It's the
I don't.
It's the Breedjex Battle Royale.
I knew Battle was in there.
I think it's Battle Royale. I could have just lied. And that's nothing against the league, by the way. That's just there's a big story behind it.
Ooh, interesting story.
If your name is Breedjex and you say it's a big story, is it gonna be some sad like throwaway people
it's
type
probably
of thing?
Something like there
like
was
the Toy Story
an
meme?
there was an army of people who were after the draft league community for genning their Pokemon, and they became the Breedjex because they rejected breeding. Is that true?
Thank you, Rudy. There's a war.
There was a war.
There was a league war.
Ah, I knew it.
Interesting. Okay, so Bax, Gengar, Klefki, and Ace, and the Dunsparce probably all coming, right?
Literally first 5 months, bro.
All
Plus.
five
I
months.
think literally first 5 months.
Is Rotom even bad here? Dozo answer, Sanaconda answer, Slowbro answer, Quackavolt pseudo answer.
But it's not a whoa Chien answer.
You definitely can't bring that Pokemon. You for sure. That mon has super effective, like beat down. Chopper might come. The war went down and make all the guys that didn't have a team together, and they band together and created the BBR and cooked everyone. That's amazing. That's cool. You guys actually had a war. That reminds me back of my clan days. MD used to run. MD used to fight like DA, UA, L2K, all these places. It was fire.
I was in the IMP clan. We used to destroy everybody, bro.
Yeah, that's PO. I'm talking about real clans on IRC chats, bro. Not that PO wasn't real, obviously. Love PO. I'm talking about on Wi-Fi battles, though.
Oh.
We used to freaking play in Gen 4 Wi-Fi battles. Then we started moving to. I mean, we were all in shoddy anyway, but I don't know, man. What are we thinking? John Jr. versus Jay Bear. Pal is insane here, but I also
I'm leaning
think
towards John Jr.'s team because I see a lot of potential for just destruction, bro. Absolute destruction. Chen Pao, no switch-ins that are great besides Klefki, which is not going to be healing too well. And then, of course, like good defensive answers and just good coverage all around. I feel like there's just mons that can just put in work. I'm leaning towards John Jr., but I think that Jaber has options like Terra Electric Backs kind of goes in, but
I feel like Terra Electric Backs just. I don't know, man. What kills it if he leads off with it? Nothing. Literally nothing. If he leads off with Terra Electric Backs and clicks Terra Electric and then clicks whatever super effective move he has, nothing kills it. I'm going to give it to J-Bear. Because Klefki, Qianpao at least has to like switch to Keys. And then Keys could take a hit and then you know, eat its berry maybe. I wonder if Keys has... Wait, does Keys have Recycle at the moment? Hold up. I doubt it. I think Recycle's not in the game currently. Or like for... It does have Recycle. Bro, Klefki with Recycle Citrus Berry?
Oh, it has Recycle?
The ultimate Qianpao answer.
Ooh. Actually, yeah, Baxcalibur, now that I'm looking at it, it has no answer.
It has no answer. It literally has no answer.
Shoot.
It can Ice Shard Kilowattrol. It can... SD is just insane. SD, you just run SD, Ice Shard, Terra Blast, and then Earthquake. Or Spear.
Okay,
Spear
I
probably
can
for
see that.
Sandaconda.
No. Yeah, I can see that actually. Shoot. Yeah, that's a tough mon. Baxcalibur, it's such a good mon. Yeah. I mean, I could see answers on both sides. Like, I feel like the Chen Pao is kind of like the Baxcalibur on the other side. It's like, you know, but Klefki actually can kind of
sit on it, like, right? That's like
yeah.
Walk on Berry Slow bro.
One, bro.
But then what, Marcus? What is Slowbro gonna do back? If it's not a boosted one, if it's banded, for instance, like you can literally be banded Baxcalibur in this too, and just click Terra Blast. I guess it could counter. No, it can't counter. I don't think counter works on Terra Blast. It just counts it as a physical move. It's not. Is it actually physical though? Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong.
Which one?
Does counter work on Terra Blast?
Yes. If it's physical, then it works on it.
For sure. Because I'm checking right now. Because I know it says becomes physical. If Terrasilize physical, if it's okay, it says physical character. I thought that maybe it was just coming off as. I thought it was more like Photon Geyser. So maybe you're right.
No, it should work if it's a physical move. If it's calculating off the physical side, counter should work.
You're probably right.
I know that it's not a contact move.
Also,
though, right?
counter is not legal on Slowbro anymore. So none of this conversation matters. But
oh, nice.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. Bax is like. I think Bax is almost scarier than Pal. Yeah, you could run that. I don't even know if you can bring Dondozo here though, because.
No, Dondozo actually looks.
It's not bad. Yeah, like a Spadef. But no, you can't. No, you have to bring Spadef then. How do you deal with Gengar? And then you're gonna lose to Bax. And then the Dunsparce just sits. I don't know.
What about? Yeah.
I think Rotom's good in this game too. Like, has a good speed tier.
Oh yeah.
It's faster than Quackable. Like, it could technically run. I don't know if it runs Scarf. But like a bulkier one with like Wisp is annoying. This is weird, dude. I'm going 51-49, but I'm going J-Bear over John Jr. like you did, just because I think Bax is just as scary as Qianpao and has less switch-ins.
I'm going 50-50.
50-50? Okay.
Yep.
I think that's fair.
50 is mine.
Chat says 65% John Jr., 35% J-Bear. Chat, I think you guys are kind of crazy. I'll be completely honest. I don't think it's nowhere near that one-sided at all. I know everybody saw Qianpao.
He's got an extra Pokemon, bro. You never know.
I know everybody saw Qianpao and was like, yo, it smashes. And believe me, we thought that too. But that's why we've been on this for a little bit. Like, I really believe Baxcalibur is just as crazy as Qianpao in this. And it's going to come down to who plays their sacks better, in my opinion. That's what I think. Always bet on Wo-Chen.
Wo-Chen.
Qianpao, what do you mean Qianpao 0 switch-ins? Klefki. Dude's not 2-hit KO by anything. I guess it can be Life Orb, but then it's always Fizz Def Klefki in this game, 100%. With what recovery? The Citrus Berry Recycle set. And leftovers. If it's a boosting item on Champal, it's not strong enough to kill Klefki. We're in 2 hits. Like if it's not if it's heavy duty boots, it's not strong enough. I'm calling it now. J-Bear bring a Recycle Klefki.
That would be actually really good. Like with the right set and stuff like that, just be able to.
I'm calling it.
Continuously wall Chien. That'd be kind of crazy.
And they can run like some Iron Defense set with Calm Mind too. Shoot. With Draining Kiss. That's all you need.
That also kind of goes in.
Yeah, I can revenge. They can definitely. Let me see Klefki's moves. They can definitely revenge kill that Mon.
Whoa.
Because it also has Flash Cannon too, which is stronger. It literally has Flash Cannon. Ooh, what if it's Fairy Lock Klefki? But yeah, Flash Cannon for sure. And Play Rough. Yeah.
Fairy Lock plus
Dazzling.
Eject.
How much does +2 Pal do to Klefki? That probably kills. But I don't think J-Bear has a team where Champal gets +2. J-Bear's team is so offensive, he has to attack it. Let's do +2 versus Fizdef Klefki. And let's just assume that it's not... Bro, what? Bro, Champal weak as fuck, bro. What is this? Sacred Sword +2 does 59 to 69% to Fizdef Klefki. Huh? Let me see. You go Adamant. You can't go Adamant here because of Ace. You actually are forced to go Jolly.
Yeah, you have to.
There's nothing. Bro. Yeah, dude, what? Neutral Sacred Swords, by the way, if it's heavy duty boots, which you probably have to run in this game, does 29 to 35%. It's an 18% chance to 2 kill leftovers Klefki. 18%. Wait, I didn't even put leftovers on this guy. It's Light Clay. Excuse me. It's a guaranteed 4 KO after leftovers recovery. Bro.
Ooh.
Fizdef Keys with its 57 HP, 91 defense is actually there. I don't disagree that Golden Go is free on it. But like he has Golden Go checks.
Yeah, there are a lot of Golden Go checks here.
He has a lot of them. But anyway, I'm going to go 51-49 J-Bear and you go 50-50. Chat does 64 John Jr., 35 J-Bear, which I believe is 65. Defensive will recover and jaw lock. That'd be insane.
I like dedication. I like the faith, you know? I like it.
The hell of there. Envy versus Kirby. Now, I do have to make a few changes to these teams. Just a few. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Yeah, you know my team.
But there's no zone on this one. Hold up.
Grafai.
Envy changed his whole middle row.
Put Grafai over the mouse. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm putting zone over.
Oh, nice.
Hold up, I forgot to get Magnezone.
Yeah.
Let me grab Magnezone. I also gotta grab Muck. Muck.
And you have to change the Terra Captain.
Yes, okay, how the hell am I supposed to do that?
Get the little types.
Get the little types.
You know, like the little type. What do you call those things? Icons.
The types?
Yeah.
Freaking Muck, looking the wrong way. I'm not flipping you either. You're looking that way for the rest of this. So Envy made some trades. Start a poll. I'm gonna change the Terra Captain in a sec. Envy Kirby. Yeah, he needed Muck because people didn't T-spike him. I told him to get Glimmet. I've been betrayed though. Hold up. Whatever, guys. The Slitherwing is Terra Bug and Terra Flying. Walking Wake is no longer the Terra Captain anymore. So this, my friends, is a really nice. What Terra Crystals do you need? I need Flying and Bug. But
yeah, my Slithering is now Bug. Yes, it's Terra Bug
Thank
Flying, and Walking Wake is no longer a Terra Captain. I switched it. That's why.
Yeah, he switched it because he was tired of Walking Awake as Terra Captain.
Yeah, I mean, like, see, like, here's the thing. My thought process behind it was Walking Wake is a great Pokemon. And with Terrestrialization, it's a greater Pokemon. But it doesn't take away from the fact that without Terrestrialization, it's a great Pokemon. Now, Slitherwing...
Thank you, bud.
is a Pokemon that's elevated to the next level with Terrestrialization. It removes its times 4 flying weakness, and then it gets stronger first impressions with Bug, and with Flying, it's like it removes all of its other weaknesses, and then gets like Stab, Acrobatics, and stuff like. I don't know. I think it's just.
Thank you.
I think it's just.
Thank
better.
you, Marcus. Appreciate you, bud.
Although I could have, in hindsight, gone a different Terra type than Flying, but I think Flying is pretty good.
Zone is super important in this matchup. Now, Kirby's the only person in this entire league that's 4-0. Envy is 2-2, which is 2-2. Envy is 2-2.
He's undefeated, and also this matchup sucks.
Okay. Can I tell them about our tests?
Yeah, you can tell him.
All right, guys. I did about 25 games versus Envy, and let me tell you something. He just kept telling me to bring different Pokemon, and they just kept winning. They just kept winning. The only games Envy won was when he dodged Triple Wisp, and I got full parrot a billion times. All right, this matchup is extremely hard. And let me explain a few things why. For one, we'll go through the list of Kirby's Pokemon that are tough to deal with. I'm gonna start a random Pokemon, Gardevoir, right? Envy probably has to bring Ting Lu in this one, because it can sit on Hippo and get up hazards. It can eat a hit from King Gambit. Potentially can chunk a hit from Iron Bundle, right? But like Gardevoir, if it specs, it traces Ting Lu's ability, and if two Pokemon have the same Ruin ability, they ignore each other. So specs Gardevoir knocks out Ting Lu is what I'm trying to get at.
Mm-hmm.
How do you find the time to mock 25 times? Envy just asked me, and we play for like an hour one day, and then we play another day, and like we play another day. And it comes to the point where like, yo, Envy, just pray he doesn't bring the right sets. That's literally what our mocks come to sometimes. Same thing with me. Same thing with me and Envy. When we play, it's like, yo, let's just hope they don't bring the sets that beat us. But at a point, we have to stop mocking because it's not us playing, but it's just us playing each other.
Yeah. Like at a certain point in time, we kind of like know each other's teams and stuff like that, and it's like, okay, so then now it's like, you got to kind of figure it out. I mean, like you switch up the mon just to make sure you're not weak to anything. But we help each other test and everything. Yeah, it's good.
Also,
it's good. It helps a lot.
I just realized I have the overlay from the Heat of Hita chat, and Key and Tiger are on call, and they've been on the top right, just chilling there. Let me get rid of that because they're not here. So Envy's 2-2, Kirby's 4-0. King Gambit's a giant threat. Serena's a giant threat. Palmot's a giant threat. Iron Bundle's a giant threat. Madden Zone is incredible in this game. Madden Zone's absolutely incredible. It can tank hits from guard. It can tank hits from Bundle, Slow King, etc. Iron Ball, Grafai. Grafai is weird. It can absorb T-Spikes and it can low kick Gambit, but I don't know. It's not as crazy as it is. You know what's actually really like bad here? Like Envy can't bring his weather at all.
Yeah, that's like the one thing that I looked at with this matchup, and I'm just like, what the heck? Like this guy has sand, and not just that, he has chilly reception.
Yeah, and not just that, he has Volcarona. So like, you're either Fleeting Dream. What are you asking me, bud? Is it Toe?
Which
Envy Toe is my favorite? I don't know how to answer that question. Maybe it might be. What do the numbers next to the Pokemon stand for? They're speed tier. But yeah, so going on. Torkoal is literally either boosted moves from Volk, chilly reception from Slow King, and so he can't even yawn. You can't even yawn with Torkoal because he'll just chilly reception out. And then also you have to fight Hippowdon, right? So like Torkoal is not good here. Walking Wake is solid, but like has to potentially be freeze dried by Booster Energy Mon, and also Volcarona can Terra Water. So like there's a lot. What were your thought process going into this, man?
My thought process going into this was that if I lose this game, I have 3 more weeks to win 2 games. Yeah, no, okay. With this team, what I've yeah. So basically, I knew that weather would be tough for this one.
Yeah.
So I obviously wanted to go weatherless. I do like, so I really like the combination of Slitherwing plus Magnezone, just Volturn. I think in general is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like literally when you look at a team like this and you're thinking like everything's a threat, Yeah, I was like, okay, well, how do I cover for most of the things? So I feel like, just if basically like I looked at his team. So the one thing that I noticed was that his hazard control is not great. Serena is the only thing that can remove hazards. It lost access to knockoff. It lost access to triple axle. So hazard stack is what I was thinking of going into this week.
Which is
Yeah.
solid, right? But Kirby last week brought 4 heavy duty boots Pokemon.
Yep.
You do have a knockoff Pokemon though.
I do in Grafai, which it can remove items. It can also parting shot, so that's also really cool. Having my own magic bounce is great too.
Yeah.
Which it's always good for literally anything. But in general, first impression kind of just goes in.
Yeah, the Terra Bug switch looks really. Terra Bug's really strong here. Also, I'll play it OM soon. I'll probably play it with Blender. But Terra Bug, like Slitherwing is so good here because it'll always be able to U-turn on Slowking, which probably has to come because of Walking Wake. Like almost has to come, right?
Yeah.
Because of that. It's also like good versus Hippo because it's not going to do a lot. Has first impression of things, and more importantly, like you live Sucker Punch from King Gambit, so you can close combat it. So I think Slitherwing is really strong here. On Kirby's side, he can, like the top 4 can pretty much always come.
Yep.
I think the top 4 can pretty much always come. I think
And
Hippo and plus Hippo. Yeah. I think the top 4 plus Hippo can damn near always come. And it's literally a toss-up. Do you want Toxic Spikes from Muck? Do you want Gardevoir Specs? Do you want Rapidsyn from Serena? Do you want Life Orb Palmont? Like, Kirby can literally bring... The only Mon that I actually don't like from Kirby's team, and that's only because of Hurricane, is Iron Jugulis. Iron Jugulis I do not like just because it has to hit Hurricane and Focus Blast to do damage.
Iron Jugulis is not the best in this matchup, and also because I have the I could potentially bring the Bramble and have the Wind.
The Wind Rider, yeah, the Wind Rider. Yeah, it would suck. You get the attack raise, and then what does Envy's Volcarona answer?
Good question. Very good question. Very, very good question.
Yeah, next.
Next.
I mean, Walking Wake forces it to Terra Water, right? So it loses, well, potentially. So it loses, it could Terra Fire. I guess it could Terra Fire, predicting Torkoal, and then just wanting the super boosts to like deal with Hatterene and stuff. But Walking Wake forces a Terra on it, so like then you can, if it's Water type, it's not resistant to first impression. It can get nuzzled by Hat. Like Hat can live a hit. That's he can Encore with Grafai, and Tinglu can live a hit. That's about it.
This matchup is rough. It's tough because yeah, like so many threats. And I have so few answers. But I mean, like I think with the trades that I made, that it would have taken a lot more. Like I would have needed a completely different team, I think, for the matchup for this one. But I feel like a lot more comfortable, like just with the team in general. In comparison, I think Magnus is just such a nice steel type, bro. Like,
yeah. Zone is
so nice.
AV Zone is really good in this game because you need it for Iron Bundle. I will say that
Yeah.
if you still had Mouse Hold, that Mon was really nasty in this game too.
Yeah.
Mouse Hold actually would have been a threat. But yeah, even Hippo is a threat as well. But Hatterene like has to come for hazards.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to keep Slitherwing healthy, depending on what item you want. Like a boosted item like Band is good on Slitherwing. Punching Glove is something people mention as well. Yeah, this is a nasty one. Muck is really interesting too, because T-Spike are really good versus Envy's team, and it can beat Hatterene. So it's a good T-Spiker as well, and like it beats Bramblegas as well. This is a really
see that.
this is a rough one. Gambit also is freaking amazing. Like because like you're you're less likely to bring Torkoal, and low kick. Sucker Punch is just so strong versus your team.
Low kick is really strong. Yeah, like the thing with Tinglu, I kind of wish Tinglu was lighter, so that it wouldn't die if it tripped.
That
over
dude
a
is
leg.
holding the Olympics in its head.
Yeah.
I don't think he could be lighter. That boy is carrying the world. He's busy using fissures in VGC.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup because he has all the anti-weather tools.
Floatstone Tinglu is amazing. That's a funny one. Yeah, I really think it's gonna depend on what if Kirby brings like certain things versus you. Like,
I think so.
Specifically, because there's a few things, right? Kirby could bring boots on all of his Pokemon, and that would obviously means that MV's hazard stacking plan is not as strong. But if he does that, that also means that Kirby's Pokemon are not as strong in terms of damage, right? You're foregoing a Life Orb, a Choice Specs, a Choice Band, anything for heavy duty boots. So there are pros and cons of that thing. So this is interesting. I definitely give the matchup to Kirby for sure, especially after all our test games. I for sure give the matchup to Kirby. Like literally nothing. I think it's gonna come down to play and prep. And that's
Everybody
it.
pray for me. Pray for me.
Yeah, I said play, but pray is good too.
Yep.
Pray and prep. Pray, plep, and pray. Yep. I think I said pray twice. But MV's off of a 2-game winning streak after losing for the first 2 weeks, so MV's on a high. However, Kirby has not stopped his domination and is 4-0. This would be a really good game. It's be good, and I will definitely be watching it.
Mm-hmm. You watch it from my side or?
Yeah. I can watch it from your side if you want.
Nice.
I didn't watch your side last week because you played me, and the only person I'm watching who plays me is Nexus, which I cannot wait to watch his side.
You can watch my side.
Copycat Flamingo for some hate counter. Though I really do love Kirby's energy. So I hope you matched that energy.
I have good energy.
Yeah, nice confidence, man. All right, so chat thinks 63% MV, 37% Kirby.
I'll take it.
Yeah, nice bias, chat.
I'll take it. Thank you, everybody.
I think
you
it's
have to cheer for me, and hopefully my prayers will be answered.
I think based on matchup alone, it's 60-40 Kirby, personally.
That's crazy. You're rooting against me.
How many times did I beat you in tests?
Majority.
Mm-hmm. But again, that's only based on matchup. Matchup doesn't mean anything. Like we could be fearing the craziest things, and Kirby's team could be Serena, Jugulus, Lycanroc, and then he forgets 2 more. I can't think of any other last 2.
Maybe he only brings 3 months.
Maybe he only locks in 3. And we're like, no, we're not starting over because we can't. But yeah, I do go 60-40 Kirby just based on matchup. If I had to go based on play, I think it's 50-50. Kirby's been playing great, and I think Envy's on a hot streak right now. So I go 50-50 based on play. If it's just based on matchup, 60-40 Kirby, 100%. Let me get this next one. All right.
Who we got next?
It's me. Hold up. There's all these damn Pokemon on the screen.
I'll take the lead on this one.
Hold up. Let me fix up a few things because he has some different Pokemon now. So my team is the same. It stayed the same. So he has Aloe over Gyarados.
Instead of Pincurchin, there should be, I think,
Iron Thorns.
Iron Thorns. Yes.
Aloe. He has
Hello,
and he has
Momono.
Zangoose over Farigarath.
Yep.
And then he
He
has.
didn't change his Terra Captain or Terra Type though. I told him to do that.
What were you asking him to change to water? Or
Electric.
Yeah, electric would have been really good.
Yeah.
All right, Envy. Nice. You did help with those transactions because you put them in even after the time. What a nice guy. You know who else helped with those transactions? Big shout out to Dell, who I don't think had plans to trade, but was like, you know what, Nexus, I'm gonna throw you a bone. So shout out to Dell.
Bro. He gave me I got 2 months from him actually. I got the Magnezone and the Slither.
He promised you Slitherwing before the series started. I remember.
Yeah. That's my boy. Yeah, so looking at this matchup, I mean, first of all, props to Joey for not changing anything except for his Terra types from week to week.
Hey, my Terra type is back. My Terra type is back, okay?
It's back to normal now. So literally the original team he started with is back. And so this matchup is quite interesting.
I'm changing
because
shit. My drafts are perfect.
He sticks to what he sticks to his word.
If I'm gonna lose, I'm losing with this team. All right, we go all the way.
All the way. That's it. No changes. So yeah, first let's talk about the records, right? I mean, Joey's been playing pretty consistently, although he is now coming off.
What are we talking about?
Consistently, all right. 2 wins, 2 losses.
How's that consistent? I had 2 losses. Consistently bad last 2 weeks. Yeah. Thank you for that, bro. I appreciate that.
Consistently average. Let's say consistently average. Nexus is actually coming off of a win though. First
win, yeah.
The previous week he swept with the Titans, so that's pretty good. So he's probably, feeling a little confident, but then going to this match, he realizes, wait, this is Joey, this is pokeaimMD, and he gets a little nervous. However, I think he has some interesting mons. I do think that the Iron Valiant is pretty
Dude, I think he
solid.
has the matchup. Not to like interject, but I actually think he has the matchup. Because
Yeah.
maybe not Iron Valiant, but look at Satitan. He has the matchup for sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Satitan is quite good, but like I don't know, bro. Like I mean, Satitan, sure, it's has coverage, it's bulky stuff like that, but I feel like if you brought like a bulky Palafin or something, like that could check it pretty easily.
Not +6.
No, like not even
Dude.
like defensive close combat or something with Jet Punch.
Nah, dude, +6 Earthquake probably. Let me check.
I mean, this thing is like slacking, bro.
Yeah, but it's also Satitan and Snow, which gets a defense boost.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
Bro, I just look. My first test game versus Mephisto, which I won by the way, by turn 6, I was down 6-3. Okay?
Oh.
I did manage to win that, but I was down 6-3 by turn 6 because of stupid Satitan.
yeah. It kind of reminds me of the test game after like we were playing for a bunch and then Mephisto breaks like one team and then
Just
smashed me.
He's like, all right, I gotta go. Good luck. Good luck in your
Yeah.
matchup.
Shatter my confidence.
Actually, yeah, it does live. It does live +6 Earthquake. Nice.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So I mean, like that's one option to check like the ice type mon there. But Satitan on its own is really good, especially like to the mid to late game when it can just come out and clean up everything because of its speed boost. That's always cool. So on your side actually, I really do like the iron treads.
Yes, that's Tauros Paldia Blaze, by the way, Mega Scizor.
Yeah, Iron Treads looks so good versus his team, bro. So
Yeah,
good.
he has one Pokemon, Alamola. That's it.
Alamola, yeah, and then you literally just bring something else for it, and you're golden pretty much.
Do you like that he has the best Espather answer in the game? In Tinkaton?
Yeah,
Literally-
that is a really good option. But like, here's the thing, right? I mean, with your Pokemon, yeah, like you could do Calm Mind, Short Power stuff. You could also do the Lumina Crash thing, lowering its Spadef and Runeterra fighting. Like that's another option too. But I feel like there's a lot of ways you can play around Tinkaton, especially since it has no recovery, and you have a lot of hard hitters, bro. Like
Oh,
a
for
lot
sure.
of these Pokemon, like you could ban your Masquerada or something and just like punish switch-ins. Like that would do a lot of stuff. Like imagine banded knockoff on like Tinkaton and stuff like that. That thing has to be Spadef this week, doesn't it? For a spot, right? It has to be Spadef.
Literally has to be Spadef. 100% has
Yeah.
to be Spadef.
So like, there's a lot of options I can see here, on either side. Like yeah, like Numnexus has a lot of mons, and arguably maybe he has the matchup, but like you have a lot of mons that he can't switch into.
I will say that out of all of my team, there's probably only one Pokemon that's not a viable bring to this week, and that's Nachi. The rest of mine,
Naturally.
naturally. No, actually, I think there's some matches where it's pretty good, but that's only because of Greninja plus Iron Valiant. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it could be. But every other one of my mons could come. But
Yeah,
this is
no, I
the
can see
week
that.
where this is the week I 100% bring Tauros because Raging Bull breaks screens. Like I'll tell you, chat. I brought Tauros this week off the bench. I had to. Tauros. It's.
Was it on the bench for like the entirety?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, the debut.
Yep, this is the Tauros debut. That boy getting in the thumbnail. Beautiful Pokemon.
Ah.
Beautiful mon. I love this mon in game. But
You want to
literally,
let him know what set you're bringing?
oh, I brought Adamant Choice Man because that
Ah.
set 2-hit KOs every Pokemon on Numnex's team. Alamola gets 2-shot by close combat. Noivern gets 2-shot by close combat too.
Can I tell them one of my sets that I brought this week?
Why didn't you say it during yours? Are you jealous that we just said mine? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you are. I know you.
Can I say one?
Let me go back to yours. Hold up. What set did you bring?
Heine's Silver Powder.
Okay.
Slitherwing.
I'm,
Heine's Silver Powder.
I'm assuming they guessed that, but yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to mention that one.
Yeah,
all I wanted.
everybody already played at this point, I believe. There might
Yeah,
be
we all
one.
played.
Me, Mephisto, and Envy all played. But yeah, one thing that's really scary on Nexus team. So it'll probably be Unaware Claude. He brings Water Absorb for Palafin. Either way, yeah. But I think Skeletor can beat that because I can't Terra to beat it first. So it can run Spadef and can just, like, I can't Terra Fire or anything like you normally would, or Terra Dark or whatever. Gunk Shot Greninja is a very, yeah, 2-shot Dirge with Earthquake. Also does 1,000,000,000% if it's Spadef Dirge, which you probably have to bring versus me. Because Spadef
The
Dirge
Gunk Shot
kicks
is a
level.
good bring versus the
Sylveon.
the Gunk Shot's a good bring versus Sylveon. I would say that he'd have to bring a Life Orb set. Like Choice Scarf is not bad, but because Sylveon has Protect, it can just so easily scout what he's gonna go for. I just feel like I wait. So Meowscarada is fast. No, Meowscarada is faster than Grand or no?
It's
It
faster.
is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Meow's the
that could
fastest.
be-
Meow's the fastest Pokemon here. Speed ties with Noivern. You can
Yeah.
see the speed tiers right on the middle.
Oh, I see them. Yeah, perfect. Grand is faster than Halucha though, so I do think that he doesn't have to bring Choice Scarf. He could just bring like a Life Orb or Expert.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
kinda
Like,
set.
yeah,
Just-
I
yeah.
will say though that he might be scared because of how many times he's missed and stuff like that. So I missed the speed tiers, so that is something that could happen. I don't know. When I was like looking at this match, I'm like, yo, this is annoying. This is very annoying.
I think he has to bring the Noivern.
I think depending on Iron Valiant too, it could smash me.
Iron Valiant, yeah, like depending on the set, the Iron Valiant set, it can be a lot of different things.
Like
I mean, Moonblast Aura Sphere kind of just goes in, bro.
I think physical is better, except for versus Tauros. But you're not wrong. And the sucky thing is, like, if I bring Ditto, which I could, and it's booster energy, it's a speed tie. So it's
Yeah,
a hard one.
I can see that.
It's definitely a hard one. But like, even look at Specs Miss Magius and look at their team. Like, Zangoose is not that great versus me.
Dexmus Magus, yeah.
Like, Specs Shadow Balls are strong.
Wait, oh yeah. Oh, his Shadow Ball. Well, I guess Clodsire is a pretty reliable Shadow Ball switch-in. But in terms of Ghost, it's tough for him because he has Greninja, which is just not even a great sponge.
Switching,
and
yeah.
Zangoose.
Nexus will set up Veil and you'll crit him every turn. I mean, I'm using Flower Trick, so probably.
Oh yeah. Always crits there.
Breaks through screens with the Raging Bull. I don't know. When I was looking at this matchup, it was definitely a tough one. Just because I felt like Nexus had a Pokemon for every Pokemon, right? Which is why I ended up going with Adamant Choice Band Bull, because it's like, okay, I don't care if I don't have to predict with it. I Raging Bull the screens and then I close combat when the screens are not up. That's what I thought. And I did go with something. I did go with Rock Tomb over
No. He
Rock
went
Tomb
with Rock Tomb.
over Stone Edge, because I obviously been Raging. Oh, go ahead.
It's such a beautiful sight because, like, he had this idea and he came to me and he was like,
I told him the
I want to
idea.
do Rock Tomb. Yeah, he
I
told it
told
to
him
me.
because I knew he'd be excited. Yeah.
Yeah, I was the first person he told, and I was just like,
Because I had Stone
Feels
Edge
good.
for the kill on Noivern, but I don't need to kill Noivern. Like, if I can get the Rock Tomb off on Granite, 2 KOs,
Tomb.
and I'm faster. If I get the Rock Tomb off on Noivern and
Tomb.
2 KOs and I'm faster. If I can get it off on Valiant, that could help. If I can get the Rock Tomb off on Valiant,
Tomb.
that could help my team. If I can get it off on Titan, if I'm locked into it, and like if there's like an end game of like Noivern versus Skeleturge, and I can click Rock Tomb, I'd be pretty good versus that as well. Hold up, MV. I have to go check on something. Can you talk to them a bit more about the matchup?
For sure. Yeah, like the cool thing about what Joey was trying to say before he mispronounced Rock Tomb was that lowering the speed of Nexus's team is actually quite good. First of all, I mean, it's great. I mean, first of all, he doesn't miss Stone Edge, right? He doesn't have to miss Stone Edge. Also, by the way, before we continue, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Lord Envy. If you haven't done that already, we need to make sure that our numbers rival that of pokeaimMD. So I encourage you all to go there right now and subscribe to me, all right? Rock Tomb, all right? I say it correctly, Rock Tomb. Click that link I just linked. Go there, subscribe. It only takes a couple seconds. And my game is going up on Sunday. You gotta watch that one. It's crazy. It's a crazy game. Very crazy game. What's poppin', everybody? How's it going? Already subscribed? Thank you. Yeah, let me know. Confirm that you've subscribed, and I'll bless you all with my words of wisdom. I will bless you all. But yeah, like I was saying, Rock Tomb, superior move to Stone Edge, lower speed and rarely ever misses. destroys every Volcarona in the game, even though Nexus doesn't have one. But you know, we taken over. We taken over. This is actually, you know, who owns the rights to the PokeAim channel? pokeaimMD and me. But pokeaimMD does actually, because it's his name. Had 2 midterms this week, so thanks, Evie. Hope you did well on your midterms. Hope you did well. I do like. I mean, look, Nexus has a good team, but it's Joey PokeAim we're talking about. He's got the tools, he's got the strategy in mind. What do y'all think? Who do you think is gonna win this game? I wonder. But I definitely think that Valiant could. I think Valiant Terra Fairy. It just hits everything so hard. Everything's so hard. Love reading rock tomes. Me too. Me too. It's my favorite book. Rock Tome is my favorite book of all time. Bench Dragalge. Too many fairy ice types. I could see that. Dragalge, I mean, it's not a bad mon. I mean, it can do pretty well, but I don't think it's that great for this matchup, to be honest. But the speed drops from Rock Tome is so nice. Like, imagine Noivern switch again on a Rock Tome, speed lowers, you switch out to like it's just like you become faster with like Palafin, with treads and everything like that. It's just super cool move overall. I definitely think Joey will bring well, he already confirmed he's bringing the Tauros. He already spoiled it. The Tauros on his thumbnail actually looks really cool. He showed me that too. It looks really cool. Very clean image of Tauros. Rock Tome, a memoir by Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Yep, The Rock Tome. It's very true. Almost time for the burning jealousy of Spothra reveal. Wait, there's no way it gets burning jealousy, right? Is Spothra? Wait, nah. Don't tell me. Burning jealousy. Didn't know that got that. I would have used that a long time ago. It doesn't get that move. I wish though. I wish. Do you like Claw for this battle? Clotsar's not a bad mon at all. Like, it actually can it can set up T-Spikes, but then he has the T-Spike Absorber, but it's not too bad. I mean, like, it could go Water Absorber on where I think Water Absorb has to be for this matchup. If he does bring Clodsire, it has to be like Water Absorb Fizz Def or something for Palafin, because I think with leftovers, max HP, max defense, bold or whatever, it takes an Ice Punch and doesn't get to a KO'd after leftovers recovery. Water Absorber Palafin does make sense. However, I think what a better option is running like Rocky Helmet Alomomola. I think that better deals with Palafin, and also with Alomomola, what's really cool is that you can wish Baton Pass. You can't Baton Pass subs or stats, but you can Baton Pass wishes. And that's actually really interesting because imagine Baton Passing a giant wish to like one of these other mons. That could be huge. That could be huge to keep yourself healthy. I mean, Sylveon can do that, I think, as well, but I mean, Alomomola can do it really well, especially because the water typing is so good versus a lot of Joey's mons. It's super nice. Oh, I got you, bro.
I apologize about that, guys. Luckily, MVF was here.
Let me know how I did, guys. Let me know how I did.
What do we talk about? I see people talking.
Oh, we talked about a lot of stuff. We were talking about your team, about stuff like that. Like, we were changing the topic to Clodsire. I said it probably has to come Water Absorb Fizz Def if it wants to try to wall Palafin. But a better answer, of course, being a Alomomola with Rocky Helmet, and then the Wish Baton Pass stuff. Talked about that. Talked about Rock Tome and stuff like that, like lowering speed. Imagine if you're hitting it like on Noivern, and then you have like other mons like Palafin and Treads and stuff faster.
That'd be faster.
Yeah, just like talk about pretty much everything.
Even if they die, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you did fantastically given my channel? No, I worked way too hard.
I worked way too hard.
No,
talking about your team.
I worked way too hard for these trickle down economics to get you guys just as known as me.
That's why I invoked the name of PokeAim, so I work hard to get your name out there.
Please don't say my name out there and ask them to bring you places. Please.
I'll be invoking the name of PokeAim
again
real soon.
Saying my name to get into places is so freaking funny. It's actually so funny. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I think this matchup is kind of crazy. Like, I feel like the, what's it called? He has some really good Pokemon, right? He could bring, like, Hypnosis setup. Like, if it's Hypnosis, Calm Mind, Iron Valiant, it has a ton of potential versus me. If it manages to land, right? But if it's Booster Energy It's not something I revenge kill very easily. I have to get it at like half to jet punch it, depending on my set. If I'm banded on Palafin, it could be like at 70% and I'll be good versus it too. But banded Palafin is really hard to bring here because
You could check it with like Chopple and something too. like,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want.
But eventually it overwhelms Iron Treads with Chopple as well.
Exactly.
Much love, Chester. I mean, it's pronounced like Rocktomb.
Rock Tomb. Tomb.
Tom to tom tom.
Tomb.
But yeah, it'll be an interesting game, which will be uploaded at either 2 or 2:30 on Sunday.
Mine's going up at 3, so I'll make sure it's not at the same time as yours.
I'm gonna do mine at 3 now.
I'm gonna do mine at 4.
I think I'm going to 4 now too.
I'm going at 5.
I've changed it back to 4 now.
Going back to 3,
Then I'm 3 again.
2,
1,
4,
5.
3.
Why are you? I was trying to Looney Tunes you. Did not work. But
Yeah, you almost got. Actually, you almost got me.
yeah, I felt that hesitation. I get really excited when I use when I use all my mons in draft. I'm really excited to get like Nachi off the bench at some point. He's not gonna sit there the whole time. I promise that. He's the only him and Smagus are the only two. I swear I'm gonna get off the bench. I don't care who. Duck season, rabbit season, rabbit season. Is there any Pokemon you haven't used yet besides your new ones?
I have used. Oh, besides the new ones,
All of them, right?
I've used all. No, actually.
I think you used all of them.
Yeah, I've used all of them. Yes, except now that I've traded everything. I've not used Grafia yet.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, besides your new ones, yeah.
Besides the new ones, yeah, I've used all the old ones. I think, because I brought Brute Bonnet and Mousehold towards the end, and River Room. Yeah, I've used. Yeah, so I've used all of them.
You use all of them. Nice. I love when people use all their Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
If only Owen would use Ursaring.
Use them all.
Oh, dude, if I had Ursaring over that, oh, well, if I had Ursaring, I wouldn't be able to run rocks on somebody else, but I would be bringing Ursaring every week just because it's an Ursaring. Ursaring's such a cool Pokemon. It's so cool.
It's one of my favorites easily. Like I used to love that mon all the time back in the days. It was a great mon. It was actually on one of my like main Pokemon teams. Even before I started competitive, I tried to load up OU with Kyogre, Ursaring, Heracross, some other stuff, Slacking, and things like that. But it wouldn't work because I had Kyogre on the team. Then I actually learned how to build my team. But I love that mon so much. Ursaring.
Where's the GOAT? Ursaring really is the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
Been a minute since I've seen Nexus. When's the last time you seen Nexus, fam?
When did MV use Oricorio? Oh, right. I traded that immediately. I did not use Oricorio. That mon got traded away.
Alright, so Oricorio was the one he hasn't used.
Yep.
But it'd be like that. Well, thank you, God's Need. Alright, we're going to call it that, though. Appreciate everybody coming through. It's been a good stream, and we'll see how the season goes. These are pick'ems for everybody watching. Make sure you guys leave your pick'ems down below as well. Subscribe, and that's gonna be it, guys. Peace, everybody.